Thank you. It is a tremendous honor to be selected to lead the San Diego County Board of Supervisors. And as the new chair of the board, I will work tirelessly for a county with more opportunity, more fairness, more equity, and more justice. For many decades now, the county has been governed by a very conservative Board of Supervisors, and the voters elected them, and they governed consistent with their values. But times change, and now the voters have elected a new group of more progressive supervisors, and we will govern consistent with our values. Let me be clear, our values begin with a commitment to building a future where everyone is treated as equal, where everyone belongs. Regardless of your country of birth, your immigration status, your indigenous roots, the color of your skin, your gender, sexual orientation, or your economic status, we are absolutely and unequivocally committed to a county government that you know represents and cares for you. We need to make San Diego County a place where we lead the world on tackling climate change, investing in clean air and water, building affordable housing along accessible and efficient transit lines, making San Diego County a place where we don't just say Black Lives Matter and immigrants are appreciated, but a county that backs that up with intentional policies. Let's make San Diego County a place where quality health care is a presumed right, where food insecurity is unthinkable and good jobs with good resources are secure. Let's make San Diego County the place where behavioral health and homeless services are part of a coordinated system that ensures the right care is available to the right person at the right time. Let's make San Diego County a place where our government is open, transparent, accessible, and honest. One where all voices are heard, all ideas are considered and respected, and opportunities exist for everyone. Our values, combined with what has been described as the fierce urgency of now, will light and guide our way to a better future. 2 years ago this week, I joined this board and promised to push for change, to drive a new agenda in a new direction. We had more success than I thought was possible. Investing county resources to protect our immigrants when the Trump administration literally kicked them to the curb. Tackling issues of racial injustice with substantive and real reforms. Putting us on a path for environmental justice and a final recognition that we cannot escape or evade the obligation to confront the realities of climate change. Increased funding for behavioral health more than ever before, for mental health treatment and substance abuse. And the daily fight to respect the lives of our most vulnerable citizens, to trust in public health, and confront, not avoid, the difficult realities of a global pandemic. We did all of that and a lot more, passing nearly 70 policies. We did some good work, but it wasn't enough. There is more to do, and we're going to do it. After a very long and at times tiring 2020, I am revitalized and renewed by the presence of new colleagues. Supervisor Nora Vargas, you have always been a leader and a trailblazer. Your experience, your commitment, your passion will be a tremendous asset. You will push our county government. You will hold our county government accountable. And I know that you will never forget who or why you choose to serve. You've made history, and I'm confident you will continue to do so. Supervisor Tara Lawson-Remer, an environmentalist, an economist, a lawyer, a mother, global perspective, national experience, impeccable values. I can't wait to see you get to work on where we're headed in the future. Supervisor Joel Anderson, we served together in the legislature, and I saw someone who has a unique ability to hold true to your convictions, but also be willing to find common ground. I know that you care deeply for the residents of your district, and I know the obligation to serve means something foundational to you, and I stand ready to work with you. Supervisor Jim Desmond. Well, let's not get carried away here. Let's just see how it goes with you. But transforming our community into the fair, equitable, and inclusive place we know it all can be is the goal for San Diego County. But I'm under no illusion it will be easy. We are driven by the belief that we can change things, we can make them better. We can have a positive and lasting impact on our county. Each and every one of us can leave our mark. But the status quo will always have its defenders. Robert F. Kennedy once said, progress is a nice word, but change is its motivator. and change has its enemies. Those not committed to the difficult task of governing will often sit on the sidelines and give the common refrain of it's too much, it's too little, it's too soon. The calls to set low expectations, cut them into half, and delay them will be strong. But as a county, we aren't interested in better sameness. We aren't interested in improved means for unimproved ends. We have to be prepared to accept hard facts and confront uncomfortable truths. At times, we will make mistakes, and when we make a mistake, we will admit it, correct course, and carry on. There will be setbacks we have to endure, obstacles we will overcome, but all while never losing sight of what we are fighting for. There's a sign outside my office that has 3 things written on it. We only do hard things, you're never out of the fight, and fortes fortuna juvat, fortune favors the bold. We only do hard things means we don't look away from the most pressing needs of our community, lingering problems decades in the making. The easy things have been done. We have to tackle the hard ones. The Marines taught me that you're never out of the fight. I've been knocked down, knocked back, even knocked out a time or two. But you get up. Time and again, you get up and you get back in the fight. And the same will hold true for us as a county. And fortes fortuna juvat simply means that fortune favors the bold. We have to be bold, and our community will be better because of that. 2020 was a hell of a year, not just for our county, but for the entire world. A global pandemic that exposed the inequities built into our society, one that showed the power of disinformation. With record number of cases, deaths, significant stress on our healthcare system, and new strains of COVID-19 present in our community, at the same time, folks continue to advocate defiance of public health measures. Measures that are designed to not only save lives, but measures that are designed to get our small businesses back open. With all of that, the coming months present our most difficult test in overcoming coronavirus. And while I'm grateful there's a light at the end of the tunnel with the vaccine, we will have to work harder than ever before to simultaneously confront the challenge of COVID and successfully, efficiently, and transparently oversee the administration of the vaccine. And then we have to truly build back better. A better world for those with underlying health conditions. A better world for those small businesses who have been decimated through no fault of their own. A better world for service workers who have been put on the front lines, expected to go to work without access to health care or the support that they need to take care of their families. We cannot unsee the inequities that COVID-19 has put in front of us. Just as we can't unsee that, we cannot unsee the realities of the racial injustices in our society. 2020 was a time of reflection and reckoning with the original sin that this country was built on. Black and brown people unjustly losing their lives. George Floyd, Breonna Taylor, Ahmaud Arbery, Andres Guardado, all lives lost to injustice, a demand and cry for action. These are things that are within our control to make better. To do all of this, we must thoroughly evaluate the way things have been done, looking and finding, when available, a better way. It's time that we tear down the pillars of inequity that have been used to hold up old traditions and ways of thinking while holding down generations of San Diegans and immigrants. I often think about how this county must have looked in previous decades. My wife was born here. Her father, my father-in-law, came to this country like so many, a Mexican immigrant working in North County strawberry farms. It was a county that did not acknowledge their existence or appreciate their contribution. We can change that. We can build escalators of opportunity for everyone. Each policy, each decision, each action, each day will be an opportunity to take another solid step that moves past inequities and struggles and helps everyone have the opportunity to climb to new heights. Another solid step on the road to a more perfect union. The framework for the future of San Diego County will lead us on the path to a more perfect county as well. Starting with our January 12th Board of Supervisors meeting, this new board will vote on foundational policies that build the framework we need to scale San Diego County to new heights in the future. With these policies, we will tackle racial justice, re-examine criminal justice practices on how we can responsibly reform them in a way to help end the cycle of recidivism. We will seek economic justice. This county should be a place where no one who works full-time lives in poverty, a place where we work with organized labor as our allies, fighting for fairness, decent wages, and the middle class. We will pursue health equity, acknowledging and working towards affordable access to quality health care for everyone in our county. The ideal of environmental justice will not just live in a document on a shelf, it will be chased at until we catch it. And to ensure we can get it all done, there are some fundamental county operations that are going to need to change when it comes to our finances, transparency, our legislative agenda. We have to realign our mindset and approach as it relates to other governing entities. As a county, we value and appreciate the actions of our governor and our state legislature. We look forward to working collaboratively with them to achieve our shared goals. With the new mayor and Todd Gloria, we can finally turn the page and start a new relationship, a new partnership between the County of San Diego and the City of San Diego, one as true partners, tied together by geography and united in purpose. The same is true for each of the other cities in San Diego County. And we eagerly await the Biden-Harris administration, a federal government with consistency of approach and opportunities for joint effort. Over the next several days leading up to our Board of Supervisors meeting on Tuesday, January 12th and Wednesday, January 13th, my team, along with some of the other supervisors and community leaders, will be rolling out different pieces in greater detail of the framework for the future of San Diego County. Our work on Tuesday will simply lay the foundation for the significant changes that are going to come in the years ahead of us. I want to take a moment in closing to thank those activists and advocates who worked for so many years to make today a reality. You organized. You were willing to hit the streets, walking door to door. Those who, despite the odds and the history, believed that our county government could, and more importantly, would change. For each and every one of you, today is your day. And to our county workers, those who get up daily, not driven by politics or policies, just a desire to serve the public. For each and every one of you, we thank you and we appreciate you. And to the members of Team Fletcher, the engine that runs this all, I appreciate you and value you more than you will ever know. None of what we are going to do would be possible without your tireless and selfless daily work, perseverance, and occasional patience. It's a common refrain these days to say, let's make America great again. Or those who say, let's go back to basics. We aren't looking to the past as anything other than motivation about what needs to change. We're looking to a brighter future. This is an exciting time for our community. This is an exciting time for our county. I am honored to be your chair. Now let's get to work. Thank you.